Guys, today I'm going to do Hollywood Divas Season 1, Episode 7. It started off where it left off last week, where it was Golden versus Paula about Forrest. Like I said before, dumb argument. Nobody wants Peanut Head. Nobody but you, Paula. I don't like insecure bitches. Like, bitch, if you ain't that secure in your marriage that your man can't work around other women without you knowing, bitch, you need to do something else with yourself. Like, I don't like insecure hoes. Like, Have you cheated on you, Paula? They gave him some kind of indication. Have you seen Golden be a Jezebel and go mess with somebody else's man? Like, it's some insecurity all up in there. And that was my first time really here for Golden. Like, bitch, don't nobody want him. So Elise had come up with a solution that, cause she was like, Paula was like, I don't want nobody calling my man. And I'm sitting there like, well, maybe your man should be fired. If he can't work with the other castmates and he's the writer and second AD or whatever he's supposed to be, maybe he don't need to be working there. But at least come up with this solution that she would be the one that called him. Apparently, maybe since, was it me, like, y'all didn't like each other a minute ago, but now it's okay for Elise to call your husband? I don't know. But, yeah, so Paula was cool with that, and they just basically tell her, like, we won't have to call him if you will be there and do what you gotta do. You need to come to work. And she was like, she gonna do better, whatever. The next, I think, day, they end up having a meeting, and Paula don't show up. And then what irritated me, because she called 45 minutes after she was already supposed to be there. And then you call and say you can't come. And then all the other girls are trying to, like, figure out where they go from here, who they can work with, do they need to bring in some other people. And I'm like, damn, y'all got pulled. This supposed to be Paula's show, but y'all got pulled in to bring other people, or y'all paying the other people y'all bring in? I don't know. But Lisa ended up bringing in her business partner, Rashawn, or whatever, and he's letting them know, like, I got the money and the resources or whatever that I can do it or whatever. And then he started asking about a line producer and what all they have. And apparently Forrest is the line producer, the writer, the second AD, maybe the gopher, according to Lisa. Why is he everything? And he not there neither. He not there, Paula not there, This is probably going to be worse than the Aaliyah movie. I don't know. I didn't see the Aaliyah movie, but what I was seeing on this, I'm like, I wouldn't watch this shit. Like, this is what y'all going to represent as the first black kind of movie, witch movie, like, whatever. This is, okay. So then they have this first day of shooting at their little first location or whatever. And Lisa and Paula is acting or whatever, and Elise is not liking what she's seeing coming off film, on the film. So she goes and says something, and I understand where Lisa's coming from, but then I'm like, okay, you should be able to take criticism. And Elise was basically just trying to give her, criticism, like, constructive criticism. Like, this is the way it's coming off. But I guess it's so much stigmatism in their friendship or whatever it is, about her being this reality star, that she can't get past that, or Elise can't get past them. One of them can't get past that. But I thought Elise was just trying to be nice. But whatever. Paula liked it. It's her show. Whatever. Who cares? So then they go to the second shoot, and for Golden's part, Lisa ended up telling her about Elise and all this kind of bullshit. And Golden part looked horrible too. What did she have on? Was that panties and a blazer? Was it, leotard and a blazer? Looked too stupid to be outside in broad daylight. I don't know. Whatever. And it was a trip how when Lisa and Golden was talking, when she walked up, she was like, hey girl, hey beautiful. I'm like, you fake ass friends. Then they talked about Elise, And Golden was talking about how Lisa can be controlling and how she don't try to control them. She just try to maybe she just try to control Lisa because she can't control them. I'm like, oh, all of y'all and y'all fake ass friendship. Everybody talk about everybody behind their back. All you bitches is so fucking fake. Countess ended up getting lipo, and her husband was there. The ladies was there except Paula. Shar ended up coming. You know, her best friend, Moesha, all that good stuff. She ended up coming for her support, and you know, Shar was asking the ladies like how everything is going, and is there any drama, and all that kind of stuff. Then they end up going to see Countess, and Countess looked messed up. I mean, I understand she just came from surgery. That's why she was all swollen and bruised up and all that kind of stuff. And they were just basically asking her, was she going to be okay? Because she had to shoot in a couple of days. Are you going to be okay? And she was saying, yeah. And I'm sitting there like, how? First of all, the swelling have to come down. You're going to be on heavy medication from the pain. How are you going to be able to work in a couple of days? I've been trying to be back for work for months. I mean, we ain't had the same surgery, but I'm just saying, like, how the hell, girl, sit your ass down. First of all, why is Countess on this show? Because you not ready to me, to be in this movie, whatever it's supposed to be, show, movie. You not ready for this. Then you talking about your lipo was scheduled before all of this. So I'm like, so you already knew that you wasn't going to be able to do it, and it was going to be time conflicting. Like, really, Countess? Like, was you just trying to get on this show so you can get back out there and show your lipo? I'm not getting that. Because if you knew you was doing this movie, that lipo could have waited. Period. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. They was thinking about asking Shar to be a part of the movie if Countess can't be a part. And Elise was like, no, let's just see if she gonna be back, you know, healthy enough to do it, yada, yada, yada. Because Golden is basically like, she ain't gonna be ready. Golden is being two-faced. I get what Lisa's saying, but I also get what Golden is saying. Like, we got a time schedule, and she messing it up, and we need to get a backup plan. But to go behind her back and try to do that was fucked up. They ended up having another shoot, or tried to have another shoot, and Elise's car got hit by just some person going down the street or whatever. And I'm sitting there like, I would be pissed the hell off. Like, there was no barriers, wasn't nothing shut off. Like, come on, like, that is so liable to your actor, actress, your staff. Like, that is so fucking out of line for Paula. But hell, we know Paula just want her name on this. She ain't there. She don't care. Whatever. Paula's so unprofessional to me. So then you had this little scene where they show Forrest and Rashawn kind of get into it over hiring extra people and not telling people or some shit. So Rashawn felt like Forrest was talking to him like a little 4-year-old, so I guess the girls got on him. So then Forrest ran back to his wife and tell his wife what Rashawn has said. So she goes in there and asks the ladies about it. The ladies was like, everything is cool, we got it squashed. So then they had to do another scene, and it was something about, I think it was the scene where Elise's car got hit, I think it was, where it was no lighting, the lighting was messed up, and all this kind of stuff. They end up having another meeting, and first it was Golden and Lisa, and they end up calling Shar, asking Shar, would she be a part of the movie if Countess couldn't do it? And Shar was just basically like, if Countess called me and asked me to do it to have her back, I would do it. Other than that, hell to the no. And I was so here for Shar. I was liking her. I'm like, okay, she should be the cast. Maybe she would have brought some drama and some heat. Maybe she'd be on here next season. I don't know. But, so then the girls bring it. Elise ended up coming in, and they told Elise about it, and Elise was like, this is just a disaster waiting to happen. And I was like, yeah, because they went to Shar first before they went to Countess. So yeah, it do look like a little shade. So they end up calling Countess and asking Countess, and Countess is like, no, I'm gonna be there. I'm okay. And they can tell in their voice that she wasn't okay. And I'm sitting there like, girl, no, you're not. So then Golden just was like, well, you want us to write you out? And Countess was like, yeah, but I think Countess only said yeah because she felt some kind of way of you guys even asking her that kind of fucking question. And let me go back. I think it was the first day of shooting, second day of shooting, the second shot, I don't know. When Countess showed up with no shoes on and that Hey Kool-Aid red dress, pissed off because she got the wrong, it was miswriting or something in the memo, or she wasn't on the casting call to show up or whatever. And I'm like, so you came up there with the shoes off, act like you was heavily medicated? Really? Really? Of all the times they show you and we've been rooting for you, you really gonna come up and that was so out of line. Like they made Countess look really, really drugged up and bad. Anyway, like I said, they end up calling Countess and she pissed off and was like, call me in the morning or whatever. So then in the end, Paula shows up for I guess a day of shooting, and apparently it was canceled. Text message was messed up. They didn't think, since she said that it was too soon for Countess to film, they were going to cancel her filming, but they were going to still film another shot. And I guess the messages got misconstrued. Paula probably was misconstrued, which I really think. And everything was messed up, so they sent people home. It wasn't no crew. So it was basically canceled, and Paula went the fuck off. But I'm like, Paula, if you would have been doing your job and been showing up, sorry for all of this. Every time I want to record in here, then they want to fucking work outside. But yeah, if Paula would have just showed up and did her work and let the people know who runs things, who's the boss, who to talk to, who to call. If she would have been doing her job, or Forrest would have been doing her job, this last castle shoot wouldn't have never happened. It wouldn't have never happened. Like I said, this is a bootleg ass movie that's so unprofessional, and we probably see better bootleg movies on Netflix, straight to DVD, straight to Netflix. I don't think this movie even looked like it's worth going straight to Netflix. I have to look at the link that somebody sent me and finally watch it, because I was trying to wait for the season finale to watch it and then get my thoughts, but I don't even have a desire to watch this shit. That's how bad it looked at it when they were just shooting it. So tell me what you guys thought about this week's Hollywood Divas episode 7, and we can keep the comments going since they don't want to get away from my damn window. But follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, Xbox Live. Everything that I do is by The Ghetto View, T-H-A, not T-H-E. And make sure you check out Ashley Miller and Scotty Smith is Still Standing, Cemented. We all do Hollywood Diva reviews. So talk to us and we'll talk back. Oh my God, I want to go outside and just strangle somebody, but can't do it. Go to jail. Alright, you guys. Peace out.